Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and buckle up because today's episode is absolutely wild. We're diving straight into a breaking story that has absolutely set the football world on fire. Reports are exploding across social media. Insiders are buzzing, and fans are losing their minds. The headline everyone's talking about is simple but shocking. The Dallas Cowboys have reportedly traded for Shedeur Sanders. Yes, you heard that right. Deion Sanders' son, the rising quarterback sensation, might just be heading to America's team. And even crazier, there's word that Jerry Jones himself has confirmed interest and potential involvement. This is the kind of story that could completely reshape not only the Cowboys' future, but the entire NFL landscape. So, sit tight, hit that like button if you're ready to get every detail. And make sure you subscribe because what I'm about to break down might be one of the biggest football shakeups in recent memory. Let's start from the top. What's actually going on? For months, whispers have surrounded the Cowboys about whether they'd make a move at quarterback. Dak Prescott, while talented and productive, has been at the center of speculation for a while now. His contract is massive, his playoff performances have been inconsistent, and fans have grown restless waiting for that next big step. And if there's one thing we know about Jerry Jones, it's that he doesn't like to wait. He's a showman. He loves headlines. He loves taking risks. So, when the name Shedeur Sanders started popping up, a young, dynamic, confident quarterback with star power in his blood, you better believe Jerry's ears perked up. The relationship between the Jones family and Deion Sanders, of course, goes back decades. Primetime himself helped build the Cowboys' '90s dynasty, and his legacy in Dallas still shines bright. The idea that his son might now carry that torch? That's more than just football, that's storytelling gold for the NFL. Now, picture this scenario. Jerry Jones sitting in his office at the Star, looking over the current Cowboys roster, trying to map out how to take this franchise from good, but not great, to unstoppable. The Cowboys haven't been to a Super Bowl in nearly 3 decades. Every year, expectations rise, and every year, disappointment hits hard. And yet, Jerry knows that what keeps the Cowboys the biggest brand in sports isn't just winning, its relevance. It's the ability to command the headlines, to make fans talk, to make media buzz. A move like trading for Shedeur Sanders would be exactly that. It would be electric. It would bring in a new generation of fans, energize the entire locker room, and send a message across the league that the Cowboys are ready to rewrite their story. Now, Shedeur Sanders isn't just any young quarterback prospect. He's special, and not just because of his last name. At Colorado, under his father's leadership, he showed composure, poise, and leadership that stood out even when his team faced tough challenges. His accuracy, his ability to read defenses, and his calm under pressure have drawn praise from scouts and analysts alike. Some say he has that it factor, that unteachable confidence that separates good players from stars. And let's not forget his connection with Deion. You know, Coach Prime isn't just a proud father. He's a mentor, a motivator, a brand builder. Everything about Shedeur has been crafted with discipline, media awareness, and competitiveness. So imagine what happens when that kind of young, hungry, media-savvy quarterback lands in Dallas, the biggest stage in football. The marketing potential alone is astronomical. The Cowboys would become must-watch television every single week. But let's be real, there are layers to this move. For one, how does Dak Prescott fit into the picture if this trade truly happens? The guy has been the face of the Cowboys for nearly a decade. He's beloved by teammates, respected across the league, and has put up strong regular season numbers. Yet, the shadow of playoff failure looms large. Every January, when the Cowboys fall short, the same question surfaces: can Dak really take us to the next level? Jerry Jones has publicly backed Dak countless times, but his tone in recent months has changed. He's been vague, he's been non-committal about long-term deals, and he's hinted that everything's on the table for Dallas to win now. So maybe this isn't just about Shedeur. Maybe it's about Jerry sending a message. Maybe he's saying, we're not afraid to shake things up if that's what it takes. If this trade goes through, the Cowboys' entire identity could shift overnight. Imagine the hype of Shedeur Sanders stepping into a T&T stadium, rocking that star on his helmet, walking out to 90,000 fans chanting his name. It's the kind of Hollywood-level spectacle that Jerry Jones lives for. From a business perspective, it's a dream: jersey sales, sponsorships, TV ratings, social media buzz, everything skyrockets. But from a football standpoint, it also signals a transition, a move from experience to youth, from stability to potential. There's risk here. Shedeur is talented, no doubt, but he's untested at the NFL level. He hasn't faced the speed, the complexity, or the pressure of being the guy in Dallas, a city where every snap is analyzed, every mistake magnified, and every victory expected. And then there's Shedeur Sanders himself. You just know he'd be a major figure in this story. Coach Prime has already changed the face of college football with his charisma, his recruiting power, and his unapologetic confidence. If Shedeur joins the Cowboys, Deion's presence will loom large. He'll be at games, he'll be in interviews, he'll be part of the Cowboys story, whether he wants to or not. And the media will eat it up. The Prime and the Star narrative writes itself. The father who once brought glory to Dallas now watches his son try to do the same. It's cinematic. It's pure football drama. Of course, there are critics, and plenty of them. Some analysts are calling this rumor crazy, saying Jerry Jones wouldn't dare gamble the franchise's stability on a young quarterback. Others argue that Shedeur still needs more time to develop, that throwing him into the NFL spotlight too soon could backfire. But let's not forget, Jerry has never been afraid of boldness. This is the same man who drafted Dez Bryant despite controversy, who traded for Amari Cooper when everyone doubted it, who took a chance on Micah Parsons when others hesitated. He thrives on making moves that others call risky, because when they work, he looks like a genius. And that's exactly the kind of legacy Jerry Jones wants to leave. Financially, it also makes sense for Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott's contract eats up a huge chunk of the salary cap, and moving toward a rookie quarterback deal would open up flexibility. That money could go into re-signing key players, strengthening the offensive line, or bringing in veteran leaders. It's a move that could set Dallas up for sustained success if they're willing to endure some short-term growing pains. But again, the pressure will be massive. The media in Dallas doesn't sleep. Every press conference, every game, every mistake will be dissected. Shedeur will be compared not just to Doc, but to legends like Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, and of course, his own father. That's a heavy legacy to carry. Still, there's something poetic about it, isn't there? Shedeur Sanders once wore that star and brought swagger to Dallas, and now, years later, his son could be the one to bring back the glory. It's like the universe giving the Cowboys a second shot at greatness, with the same name leading the charge. And knowing Jerry Jones, he loves a good story as much as he loves a good football move. He understands that in the modern NFL, you're not just selling wins, you're selling a narrative. You're building an empire of excitement, passion, and identity. So, is this trade real? Is it confirmed? That's the question everyone's asking. Some insiders are calling it imminent. Others are saying it's still in negotiation. But where there's smoke, there's fire, and Jerry Jones has definitely fanned the flames with his comments about how highly the Cowboys evaluated Shedeur during the draft process. He doesn't speak in riddles for no reason. When he starts praising a player publicly, it usually means something's brewing behind the scenes. And honestly, this just feels like one of those classic Jerry Jones moments where he shocks the world and proves that the Cowboys are still the league's biggest headline machine. So, Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you believe this trade is real? Do you think Jerry Jones would really pull the trigger on something this dramatic? Or do you think this is all just smoke, a marketing ploy, or an off-season distraction? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're excited about what could be the dawn of a new Cowboys era. And don't forget to subscribe, because the moment this trade becomes official, I'll be right here breaking it down play by play, contract by contract, and headline by headline. Until then, keep the faith, stay passionate, and remember in Dallas, anything can happen. And when it does,